Okay, let's do the big one, the Rechovos Nahar. But let's see. I don't know how much time I have. I just wanted to read the Rashash on page on volume 2. If you have 2 volume set,
Yeah.
Reish Ches Tzadi Rochatz. So I want to read the Rashash over here. We just have a little bit of time. Just see how we're doing with the Rashash. He says, this is Tisha B'Arbaim Yom. So I always say, if having the Hamshech Teferes and Malchus, or Tum, we know that that's what we're doing because we're at the end here. The Chabad Chagtam, which are the coordinates, the Atzmos, the Gadlus Sheni. So we know what Atzmos, the Gadlus Sheni is. Here is the Abba, the Kelen, the Teferes and Malchus, the Chabad Chagtam, the Ma, the Chochma. Now, there's apparently some reason why we want to know everything's going on the right side. This is Chochma. I suppose that's why he says the Ma, the Chochma, the Zer Anpin. And then he has Vahamalchios, and then I've always been not sure, but I think the Mus means images, because Malchios means it's more definite, and then he goes to counting, and Mispach Hashemos, and then to count the different kinds of names, which we did the Sifsha and the Navashos. And then we know that Yaakov and Rachel means Malchus. It's ultimately going into Zer Anpin and then going into Malchus. Let's skip past all of these, the 2 pairs of 7s, and go to page Daled Shin. That's really interesting what they're doing here. And so this is, again, it says at the top, Leil Mem Test, Feres and Malchus, the Ksarim, and then it gives us the name Shavasenu, which he always says in Menuka different ways. I'm not sure about, we could probably maybe try to figure out something, but I don't know why they're Menuka like this. He says, now we're going to Gadlus Sheni, or Rishon, right? That goes from the first day to the second day. The Yasach of the Kenan, the Tiferes, the Malch, the Kesarm, the Chabad, the Chagtam, the Ma, the Bina. So the right side of Bina, the Zer Anpin, and then he goes back through the Malchios, or all the different aspects of Malchus. It's going to go to Malchus, which is Yaakov and Rachel. Going to the next one, he on page Shin Zion. He has the word Kobol. Now, why why Menuka that way? Because I'm just going to guess. I guess because it's Tiferes. Tiferes is a Cholam. So therefore, that's what I'm thinking. It's the third way down. Let's see what it says. Yikaven lahamshik Tiferes the Malchut the Chasarim the Chabad Chagdam the Gadlus Rishon the Tavuna. Now we're in Tavuna. The Cheden Tiferes the Malchut the Chasarim the Chabad Chagdam the Ben the Bina. So now we're on the left side of the Ben of Bina. The Zav, V'chamalchios, V'chadamos, etc., go to Rachel and Yaakov and Rachel. So moving right along, we'll just go through this, and then when the next one says V'ushama, I guess it's Ushama, it says a big Vav there. What's going on? He says over here, and you see all the play of the down below and all of this, he brings us the Mochin, he brings us the Tzlomim, and he brings us the Kalim, so you have that part there, right there. And these, I guess, are the Oros. So you have the Oros, the Muach, the Tzalim, and the Kalim. So he says here you have Yekavin, Lahamshech, the tomb of the Kasarim, the Chabad Chagtam, the Katna Sheni. So now in this day, you're in the Katna Sheni. The Abba V'Iba, the Kalim, the Tiferes, and Malchus, we'll just call it tomb. Now we're going only to the Kalim of the Kasarim, but only to the Chabad Chagtam. So I should have pointed that out. Now he says it's the Ma and Ben. The Chach B'Dezah, V'Chamalchus, V'Chadamos, V'Adamus, Mispar, Shemus, etc. They're going to go over to Malchus. Let's go to the next one. I just want to get a taste for it. There is something missing in my understanding, but over here we have, once again, I'll read it and then we'll just, coming towards the end here, it says, Tzo'oko Seder. So now Tzo'oko has a comments below it, which is like Lashon Chochma. So let's see, Yekavin Lahamshak Teferis the Malchus, the Kasarim, the Haber Chaktam, the Gadlu Sheni. So now we're getting Gadlu Sheni coming in after the Katnas Rishon, the email, but this is from email the Kele, the Teferis the Malchus, the Kasarim, the Haber Chaktam, the Ben the Chochma. Maybe I got this wrong. Let's see what is the Ben the Chochma. So it's going over the left side of Chochma, the Zah, V'Malchi V'Chademos, the Mizbach Hashemos, V'Chanefashos, the Yaakov Rachel. So here you say, here's the Oros, then the Mochi, and then, so he, just reading the Oros, for example, he says, Teferis and Malchus, the Kesser, the Chochma, Teferis and Malchus, all the way to the left side, Malchus, the Kesser, the Bina, and then to Das, and then we say the Teferis and Malchus, all going into the Chabad Chakdam of those coordinates. So here's another one. It has a Yud with a Vav on page Shin Yud Zayin. It has a Yud with a Vav. We're going to finish up here. And it says, so why would the Yud over be the, so Yoda. So he has like that. Okay, here's Chatnas Rishon. It fits in between Gadlu Sheni to Ima, Gadlu Sheni to Abba. So it goes the Chabad Chagman, the Katam Rishon, the Yasos, the Teferis, the Malchus, the Kesarim, etc., etc., etc. But he goes down to Chabad Chagtam of the Ma and the Ben of Bina. So I'm not sure why he has that, why it's Menuka with the Cholim. I had an answer for one, but I'm not sure about too many Cholims. So now we have a dot in the middle of the Tov and Talumos. But he pronounced it to Lumos, or something like that. I'm not sure. So he says this would be the, once again, going real quickly because we're out of time. The Kesarim, the Chabad Chagtam, the Rishima, the Godless, the Rishima, the God. Where is it going? It's going to the Chabad Chagtam of the Ma, the Chochma, the Zah. So it's going into the right side of the Chochma Zah. And we're going like that. And then let's see, it's one more. And he has them all together. He has Shavasenu, Kobol, and then the Vav and the Ushma, Tzok, Osenu, anyway, you read it for yourself. So final is Yechavin Lahamsher Teferis and Malch, the Kesarim, the Chabad Chagtam, the Atzmos, the Gadlu Sheni, the Abba. So this is the Atzmos, this is the seventh day. The Kelim, the Teferis and Malch, the Kesarim, the Chabad Chagtam, the Ma, the Chochma, it's all going on the right side of Chochma. The Zah, V'Hamalchi, V'Chadamos, or Mizbach Hashemos, V'Chanefashos, the Yaakov Rachel. I mean, I think that's what we're doing here. So we saw a lot in the Rashash, and what could I say? We did next year, Mitzvah Hashem, B'mhei Yameinu, we'll be learning this in Yerushalayim.